Feedback. Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And Take Us Along With You.
Feedback. Feedback. Feedback.
And take us along with you. Happy Monday to all of you who are tuned in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
Yes, this is Mark Cummings. This morning, Feedback. We got a great show, Miss Broughton.
Absolutely. You know, around here is either feast or famine. Today, there's going to be a big feast. So maybe you want to call some friends or family and tell them to tune in right here. And also, you need to know that you can go to the App Store and download us as well. I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Monday to Elizabeth. I want to say good morning to Katrina and to Carl and Al and who do you want to say good morning to so we get to
Oh, my goodness. Chef Jeff Tony, we had a big ball last week. Brother Eric Scott. Kevin Robinson. We was all in the building. Chris Jackson. Oh, my God. It was a packed house. Bill Hill, he going to be opening up on the first of the year at the Frankie Beverly and Isley Brothers performance. Bill Hill, the comedian that was on our show, he opening up the whole concert to bring in the new year. So I'm excited. Everybody out there, they watch the show and they like hollering at us.
All right now. This morning we have with us our first guest, Jonathan Hopp. And he has some very interesting information and product and story to talk about.
Yes, indeed.
Jonathan, tell us, who is Jonathan Hopp?
Who is Jonathan Hopp? Is an awesome question. So my name is Jonathan Hopp, as you just said. I am a writer, comic book writer. I write novels, short stories, all sorts of stuff. A lot of creative outlets, a lot of creative projects.
Oh, that is wonderful. How did you get the idea that you wanted to do comic books?
So actually, I had the idea some years ago. So the comic book is about, the reason I wrote it is because two things. Obviously, I want children to become more interested in reading.
Yes.
Because reading is a foundational skill that children need to acquire at a very young age. And I think that a lot of parents try to find ways to get their kids interested in reading, but sometimes kids, how they can be sometimes with their interests.
Right.
Yeah, that's something that really grabs them. Okay, that's something that really piques their interest and makes them want to get into reading.
Right.
Another thing was, my second goal was, I want children to be interested in other cultures. Okay, so to expose them to other cultures than the ones that they're used to from the beginning. So the book is actually about Chinese mythology. So it's about three children who are sent back in time to a world of Chinese myths and fairy tales, and they have to essentially figure out what the story is and participate in the story. And they have magical brushes where they write Chinese in the air, and what they write becomes real.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right,
That's
folks.
fantastic.
And I'm just looking at the book right now, Miss Broughton. It's called The Journey to the Middle Kingdom.
Yes.
All right, and I've got the first issue right here.
Yep, right there.
And I'm telling you, an interesting book here. It's called, the first one is The Legend of the White Snake Maiden. All right, so this is the first book.
Yes, that's the first one.
Where are we starting at? How do we begin this journey?
So there are three main characters to the story. Okay, you can see that the three people.
Now, what are their
cover.
names? Give us the names.
Sure, the one in the middle is Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the boy on the left, his name is Jason, and then the right is Sabrina.
Okay.
Okay, and you can see the White Snake Maiden's also on the cover, on the left side next to the pagoda. So, Legend of the White Snake Maiden is actually an extremely famous Chinese fairy tale. It's about 1,300 years old.
Wow.
So it's a love story, actually. So,
Really?
the White Snake Maiden is a spirit, and she falls in love with a human, but they're not supposed to
Get together.
Get together. But they love each other, and so a priest who believes that to be sacrilegious pulls them apart and tries to keep them from their love from ever realizing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's a little bit sad, but they do reunite at the very end. So the first book takes place where those three characters are going throughout their daily lives, and then they get basically flung back in time to ancient China.
Now, are they friends or?
Oh, yeah, they're all friends.
Okay,
yes.
they're all friends. Okay.
So the girl on the main cover, her name is Michelle. She's an artist. She is being raised by a single mom, and she has asked. She believes that getting better at art and trying to work hard is. She wants to work hard for her family, essentially, okay, and do well by them. Jason is actually Chinese. He came to the United States when he was 7. So I also get to talk about his experience coming to the United States at a young age, not speaking English, his experiences, and then Sabrina is like the third friend. She's sort of the brains of the group.
Oh, okay. Now, I think I heard someplace that you speak languages other than English. Is that correct?
Yes. I started at a young. See, this is again why I started at a young age. I started learning Spanish when I was 5 years old.
Wow. Okay.
So that and it stays with you. What you learn as a child stays with you for a lot longer than what you learn as an adult. And it's a lot easier for little children to pick up foreign languages because their minds are so flexible. They don't have, as adults, you have preconceptions, you have ideas and thoughts that you think are.
Now, were you around a lot of Spanish-speaking people?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that also helps. So, but I went to an international school, so my classes were in German and French.
Really?
So
Where was this school?
actually, no, it was here. It was in Detroit.
Oh, okay. What's the school called?
So it's not around anymore, but it was called the International School.
Oh, okay, folks.
down
We
near,
need some more international
down
schools
near
again.
Cass, right?
I think it was on
somewhere, I
Middle
remember
Bell, I
that.
believe, but they had like three different. They
yeah.
had 3 different locations. They moved around.
Okay.
So, but I've also, I was an adult. I went to China. I lived there for 2 years. I lived in South Korea for 2 years. I've also been in Singapore.
Oh, okay. So you pretty much done the Pacific
so
Rim,
you
huh?
were, yeah. So you were dipped into the language.
Oh, see, that's the best part of it, though. That's how you learn. I went to an area where they don't speak any English at all.
Wow.
You force yourself to, go into the grocery store, go about your daily life, and I lived in an area where, again, it was more of the countryside, so people spoke Chinese. So if you want to talk to them, that's what you got to be able to talk to them in.
Speak Chinese. Oh, wow. Now, when you talk with someone who does not speak your language, do you point or what do you do to communicate?
You would be surprised. People are people at the end of the day. Like, I know that they're from a different country, they have a different language, but they are people.
Right.
So they can figure out what you mean. And eventually what happens is that you have to go through this very awkward first phase of trying to just communicate, right?
Right.
And then you make things obvious, right? You point at the thing, you have it in your hand, you show it, and then you gain vocabulary and words. And then after about 2 or 3 months, I was able to make sentences.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually I was able to start having conversations.
Wow.
Miss Bro, not just
That is something
the
good.
beauty of language is that it spreads to everything else. That's how you get to the art, because art is a language.
Exactly.
Now, do you also do the art for these comics?
I wish I could draw. That's one of those things I wish I could do. I could not draw. I have a friend whose name is Demas. He does all the artwork.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, got a partnership.
Yep, exactly.
All right. And for those of us out there, and I know, the comic books aren't like they used to be, because I know when I was a kid, all the party stores would have that rack.
Yep.
Comics right there, 25 cents.
Oh, yeah.
And, they were all, you looked at all those various pictures, and you picked the one that was more colorful to you. So I was drawn to Thor and the Defenders, and, now they made a big thing with the Avengers magazines.
Yeah.
And made movies out of all these various Marvel characters and DC characters like Batman and the like. And I think for us, we got to realize that, because my mother said she used to have a whole bunch of comic books when she was young, old Superman and stuff, but they threw them away. Because they didn't realize how valuable, because, we always moving as a people,
Yeah.
And sometimes you just I just leave them here, And today, those things would be priceless.
Oh, yeah. If they're in good condition, especially.
Exactly. And this is another thing. A lot of people nowadays collect comics as an investment.
Yes, they do.
And so how long has this book been out?
It's been about a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Okay, all right. So it just came out. And it's a big market.
Yep. So it's I did a Kickstarter for the first 3.
Okay.
Kickstarter is a platform for crowdfunding that allows people to support your work. Okay. They get to support however they can. So I was able to get the first 3 printings done through Kickstarter.
Okay, good. Now, are we going to do another Kickstarter program?
Yes, in March or April, I'm working on the 4th issue right now,
Okay.
and it's currently being in production. It takes several months to do all the artwork and get everything together for the comic book. So my aim is next year, March.
Oh, okay. You put them out quarterly? Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
So that's what I try to do because it is a lot of work.
Right.
Especially just being like a 2-man team, myself and the artist.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
you also have to plan the story too, and the storyline.
Well,
that
I
takes a lot
actually
less
have
than
the
that.
whole storyline
Oh,
outlined
really?
from the first 12 issues.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, got
okay.
You have to have see, the thing with writing is if you're trying to have a large story, because this is a continuous story being told, and so I sat down and I came up with the first 12 issues an overall outline. So
okay.
what are my characters, what's the plot, what's my goal, what are the themes, and so you have to think of those things because I want that to come through in the writing so that when children read it they also can sort of learn the craft of storytelling.
And you know, Miss
Good,
Brown, I
great.
think that's what people don't understand with comic books. They're like a movie.
Exactly.
That's why they make so many movies out of these things, and then you got to connect each episode and each movie. Because people who read comic books, they understand the whole thing with the tie-ins from Doctor Strange and all of this stuff. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the key. You already have written the whole series. So that's 12 comic books, folks. Now, at the beginning, where starts in books 1 through 3? What exactly are we looking at from 1 through 3?
So the first one is an introductory story where they gain their powers. So remember that the story is about they get 3 magical calligraphy brushes that allow them to write Chinese in the air, and what they write becomes real. If you look towards the end of the book, you can find an example.
Okay.
So
See the paintbrushes, folks.
yeah, you see the
Get that
brushes
for
they
me
have.
there, Tim. There we go. They got paint brushes, and these are the brushes that give them power.
Exactly. I chose calligraphy brushes because it's a symbol of Chinese culture. Chinese people don't write with letters; they write with characters.
Characters.
Right. Exactly. And there's an art to it. So like if you know how we have like good handwriting, like people have really beautiful handwriting.
Yes.
So they have a similar concept of writing characters in a beautiful manner, and they like to use calligraphy brushes to do that. So in the first issue, they get their powers. They go back in time. They're explained that they're there to fix Chinese history.
Wow.
In the second and third issue is where we kick off their first adventure.
Well, show them to the crowd there.
Okay, so
We got the worldwide audience out there.
so this is issues so this is like 2 and 3. My website is jtmkcomic.com.
Whoa. Slow down.
Okay, sorry.
say that people have to have pen and paper handy when they watch this show.
Okay.
But we want them to know what they're writing down slowly.
Okay,
so they
sure.
can get it. Okay.
Right. The website is jtmkcomic.com.
Okay.
Okay, that's where everything is available on. And I have
JTMK
yep, comic.
comic. Okay.
So
That's the website.
Yeah, that's the website.
yep, that's
Okay.
the website.
Okay. Go ahead.
No problem. All right, so this is issues 2 and 3, and this is basically a 2-part story. So I take Chinese, traditional Chinese folklore and fairy tales as the motif for each issue. So the characters are supposed to interact inside of this fairy tale world, and they're supposed to figure out how the story is supposed to go, and they're supposed to help make certain that it goes the way it should.
Oh, wow.
So it's a little bit of a mystery because I know most of American audiences don't know Chinese folklore.
Right,
but
right.
but again, back to my idea of I really wanted children to learn more about other cultures.
Right. Immerse them in something different.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to all be the same thing. You can learn something
Pass
about.
you one back. Let me see number 2.
Sure. So in the second and third one, I picked a story called "The Princess of Yelang," which is a story from southern China, and it's you know how we had Grimm's fairy tales.
Right.
I'm sure everyone's seen those. So China has their own set of fairy tales too.
Okay.
Okay, you know, you would be surprised how similar world cultures can be. Everyone has fairy tales, they have mythology, they have fables. Okay, China has their own. And so it's a way for me to explore each of those stories. So like, for example, issues 2 and 3, The Princess of Yelang is about a princess who has a jealous mother. Her father marries a new queen. The queen is very, very jealous of the princess because of her abilities. Okay. And she essentially poisons the princess and casts her out of the kingdom to live in the wilderness.
Oh wow.
Okay, it's a very heart-wrenching story. The princess eventually does come back to reclaim her throne and overthrow the queen, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in between there.
Right.
Well, yeah.
right.
Oh wow.
And I'm telling you folks, the illustration on these things. I'm Brother Demas out there. We're going to have you guys back on and bring Brother Demas on down here, because art is a beautiful thing. A friend of mine used to make his own comic books. His name was John McGee, and, you know, he would draw the Iron Man, all that stuff. Then he made his own characters. And that's
Right.
how it happens, you know. You start thinking of, what do I want to do with this? I might want to try something different. And I like the fact that this is like, you get to, folks, I'm telling you, with these comic books I'm already seeing, you get to travel the world. And the other one, you had the monastery in there.
Exactly.
With the monks. And
This one, they're in a completely different kingdom.
okay.
You can tell from their dress and their clothing. I kept it traditional. I researched at the time what the Chinese people wear.
Wow.
Okay, so to try to make it as authentic.
Right, it's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You put a lot of work into that.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Oh,
Yeah.
it-
Oh,
a lot
no
of fun.
doubt, no doubt. Or you could not continue to do that if you didn't enjoy it. You know, that is beautiful.
And you said you're looking at trying to get some of these books at some retailers, you said?
Yes, I have Gatekeepers, which is on 12 Mile in Greenfield.
Okay.
It's a game store, and they have several copies of issue 1.
Okay, folks.
Oh, wow,
12 Mile in
okay.
Greenfield, in Southfield. It's not far
It's
from
not
here.
far at all.
Exactly.
Is that Gatekeepers? Is it a hobby shop or?
It's
is
a
it
hobby
something-
shop. So
hobby
they their specialty is board games for all ages. Actually, a lot of board games and card games.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so I know the owner is a nice guy, and I have been looking around to see, because this is my first time. This is my first comic book I've ever published. So I'm learning all the ropes of how do you find people
Marketing.
distributing, and yeah.
Now, I think that.
Yeah, the page you're looking at right there is a good example.
Okay.
Okay, folks.
So
Is it- can it be seen when you hold?
Yeah,
it
they
up?
can see pretty much the pictures and things.
Yeah, we're gonna have to upload some of that,
Yeah.
so that it'll show on our screen.
Now, is
when we
this
take a
big
break.
green guy a villain?
yes,
Okay. He looks like the bad guy. Now, is he going to be a recurring villain?
we will see. He definitely will be in the next issue.
Yeah, because, the key is the villains.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Now, what is this
Someone's
guy's name?
grabbed to get villain.
Oh, that's a secret.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so that will be revealed in the next issue.
Yeah, okay, folks. You got to get the first 3 issues.
That's right. That's
to
right.
find out what's going on here. Yes, indeed. And, folks, I'm telling you, I love the illustrations. You even got a map here, China.
A map?
Yes, I like to show the children where in China the stories come from.
Ah,
Because
okay.
remember, my is this fun? I want children to enjoy the story, but this is also educational. When I was young, I used to read stories in Spanish, and they would have pictures of where the story in Mexico, like did it come from Mexico, did it come from Peru, did it come from Argentina, and so I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to show children, no, this story, like China is a huge country.
Oh yeah.
And it's about as large as the United States, so they have a lot of diversity in storytelling, in culture, even within their own borders. And I wanted children to sort of learn that.
And, looking at the map, I'm glad you put the map in here, folks. Because people know about Hong Kong, and people know about Guangdong province. That's where they make a lot of goods and things.
Yeah.
And after that, I mean, this is really, that whole area is really small. This is such a huge country, honey. I'm telling you, Miss Bro, people don't understand. There are so many various provinces and things, because there are provinces over there in
Correct.
China, right? And I'm telling you, this is really good. This is even good for adults, because mostly the adults are now buying the comic books.
Right.
And they buy them for their kids, and they buy 'em for
Exactly.
themselves. But I'm telling you, adults out there, it's a lot that you don't know, because most folks don't know about China that much. They just know it's over 1 billion people there.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
people in China.
Yeah, the land mass is
Exactly.
approximately the same size
And
as the land mass here in the United States, but they have far more people
Oh,
than
yeah, a
we
lot
do.
more people.
Yeah.
and when you think of China, you think of, because people are restraint, because you think of the monks, and you think of people there that, they're not into the materialism like here in the West. It's the Eastern culture is different. And you bring in people a whole different culture. They get to understand Eastern culture.
Correct.
And I think that's important. So we moving on from the villain. Let me see what we got here.
Yep, that's part 2. Okay, so the Princess of Yelang is broken up into 2 issues. So they first, it's their first adventure, so I wanted to do a 2-parter. Normally the adventures will be 1 adventure per issue. However, like I said, for the first one, you want to make a bit of a splash.
And we
Very
gotta
good.
move quick because brother got to move today. He said he got to get in here and let everybody know. And we're so glad to have you down, brother.
Yeah.
Wish you could have stayed longer.
This is
But
fascinating.
on the cover here, folks, you got the young lady. There's only 2 on this cover.
Yes, exactly. That's the princess
nice.
right there that I was talking about, in the Princess of Yelang, and then in the background is the queen.
Okay, now she's got a bow. Look like she's ready to go.
Oh, that was what made her famous, is she was a sharpshooter.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
One of the things in Chinese mythology you'll notice is that they have heroines. They're really big on women taking control. So, for example, everyone knows Mulan. Okay, everyone's seen that movie, but there's other people besides Mulan. The Princess of Yelang is one of them.
Okay.
And so, and they have no problem having a woman, be a sharpshooter or be a state leader or those sorts of things. And so I also took the opportunity to have a positive female role model.
And I see there's a lot of females in the books too. I know from the first 3, the young lady here with the long ponytail.
Yeah, Michelle.
This is- oh, well, we got a boar in this one.
It's well, I guess they're out in the wilderness in the 3rd book because the princess was cast out of her kingdom
Right,
and
right.
cursed to wander the wilderness forever, and so that's where you have to find her. You have to go
Oh,
where they're
yeah,
at.
right.
Oh, so they going to save her.
Yes, that's my little tidbit for the 3rd issue. They do go to save her.
All right.
Hey, folks,
That's
this
fascinating.
gentleman's put
Jonathan
together his own
Hopp.
piece.
Yes.
Comic books, got a partner, do the inking, got another company to print them up for him. It takes time to do something like this. And you honor this by going out and checking out the comic book. If you're a big comic aficionado like myself, I think I'm going to pick up a couple of them from you just today. Because, folks, get these as gifts
Absolutely. Oh,
to the
yeah.
kids
Right.
and get them started. It's the
Right.
holiday, that's why we have this brother down. Tell him we pushing all these business people out here that's doing great things. Jonathan Hopp.
And you have to give something sometime that is unique, something that is going to grab their interest. And this certainly is a quality present to give.
Journey to the Middle Kingdom. How much
Could
are
be
the
for
comic
Christmas.
Each one is $5.
Okay.
$5
Could be for birthdays. Could be for christening. Well, whatever you are going to be involved in this month and next month and on into the future, think about a unique gift that you want to
the
give.
first one there.
For
Just go ahead
children,
on and get the
for
first 3
adults.
books. $15.
Absolutely.
Get it started. Got the
great.
Kickstarter coming in March. Give them that website again.
Yep. The website is jtmkcomic.com.
Okay. Now, if you go to the website, they'll be able to learn about the Kickstarter piece.
They'll be able to learn about everything. I've got the characters, I've got the story, I've got you can get both a print copy of the comic, you can get an ebook version if you like the electronic version. So everything will be there.
Okay.
Well, folks.
Now, JT, that's Jonathan Top.
Oh, so
What's MK?
Oh, that's a Journey to the Middle Kingdom.
Oh,
So it's a
Middle
short
Kid.
for that.
Oh, okay. Jonathan Top.
All right, we got 2 minutes before we come to the bottom of this hour, Miss Broden.
Well, just one thing is for someone who does not have a computer, is there a phone number where they can contact you
Yes.
to purchase a book? Would you
Sure.
share that?
Okay, the number you can contact is 734-444-7821.
Again.
734-444-7821.
All right. This has been Jonathan Top with us, and we are certainly pleased, and I'm going to get some also for gifts. And stay tuned, call somebody, and we'll be back momentarily. And in Spanish, say happy holidays or say something.
Feliz Navidad.
All
in
right, we know
Chinese.
that, please.
圣诞节快乐.
There you
There
go.
we go.
We see we like that. And we'll be back momentarily.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist, a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru Wally Wallman.
Wooly Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BDM Pinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback.
What? Had
No,
t-shirts too?
he had the sweatshirt
Oh,
on for the
man.
comic books.
Listen, I got to get one of those.
Right.
And we are back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Feedback, a positive image production. And people will be able to learn about the T-shirt and the sweatshirt and on the website. That is so cool.
Yep. JTMKcomic.com.
Yeah, I mean all of the creative, you say, the creative energy that goes into
Hey,
this kind of project.
it's a lot of work to put a whole story together. Find somebody to not only draw the comic books, but they got to ink them. A lot of people don't understand. Comic books is a lot of work. Somebody got to do the illustration, then somebody got to do the inking for all of the illustration.
And he'll have to come again because we didn't hear about the novels that he writes, and he does that as well.
Oh, yeah, we need a little more time, but he had to run today.
Well, I work,
But-
I understand.
Let's give away one of these books.
Oh.
Who wants volume number 1?
Uh-oh.
The first caller into the show today. We're going to make sure you get a copy of the first book in the series, Journey to the Middle Kingdom.
All right.
Beautiful gift for any young kid. Get them on the reading piece, Miss Bro. We always talking about school. We done adopted Barton Elementary School.
That's right. And we've had authors to come and read to them and talk to them to inspire them to move on, to get into writing, drawing, creating, you know, and also to be happy that they come to school. When you have a child motivated to get up in the morning, brush his teeth, eat cereal, and what have you, and be ready to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is what's going on in that school.
Exactly.
He's so excited about. But those are hours that are hours set for a captive audience.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have someone to come to the school and read to the children, that is a time when you can get their attention and help them to understand that this is a fantastic to secure your future. Learning to read.
Exactly.
Learning to read, you know. And for those who are interested in tutoring, the telephone number to call, 313 area code 873-7488. If you're interested in being a tutor for the children, the number again is a 313 area code number 873-7488.
All right.
873-7488.
Hey, that's getting involved, folks. And you know, I ain't gonna kid you. I had a great childhood. Growing up and various things I was exposed to. Played the Power League in baseball from the age of 9 to 13, right before I went on to high school. And we collected comic books and shot marbles and dodgeball in the streets. And we had a field right there at Tireman and North Line, Ohio. That was Standards. We used to call it American Blowers. We played baseball. They had a baseball diamond. We played baseball up there. And, you know, we just got to get back to things that allow children to be children, Miss Brody.
Right, right.
And the beautiful thing about comic books, it takes you away, but then it piques your curiosity. And then you want to become a writer, or you want to become an artist, or you start writing your own stories. You know, like when things happen to you and you create stories, you make up stories. Yes, and that's what is an important thing, because his story comes from a legend, of course, an actual Chinese legend.
Right.
But some people make up their own stories.
Right, absolutely.
And most of the comic books people don't realize are, you know, they're mythical stories like Thor, the Norse gods, and that was a big thing. I like Thor. And people don't realize a lot of the comic books, Stan Lee, Marvel is so big. It's like they're just much bigger than DC and Superman and Batman. But Stan Lee lived in New York, of course, and Marvel comic books. And he was what? The whole idea behind the Black Panthers came out of what he saw in the streets. You know, with the people protesting injustice. And then that gave him the idea, you know, we need to have some black characters, man. You know? And for people who remember the Marvel, out of the Black Panther series, then you had the Power Man, which is Luke Cage. That was another black character that had his own comic book, because there was so few that had their own comic books.
Right.
But it was a start, and you know. And then they started hiring black people to do. Like I was speaking to the young brother Hop before he left, I got a chance to meet a gentleman that's from here in Detroit. His name was Keith Pollard. He was one of the guys who did the inking for the Thor books.
Wow.
One of the first black guys. This was way back in the late 70s, in the early 80s. And we were like, I don't know, about 12 years old. But we used to go down to a comic archives. It was on Plymouth. And go in there and buy a lot of comic books. And, you know, we have about $15. And maybe you'll catch an older one, you know, for cheap or something. I got an old Avengers. And it's funny because I went to, what's the brother that's got he's up there on Livernois. They got the arts place over there on Livernois. And his father ran for office. Oh man. Yeah, but I went in there one day and his father had Muhammad Ali versus Superman.
Oh my goodness.
Which is a classic. If you have that book is valuable. He sold me his last copy. I put that thing in a plastic bag so fast, and I still have it to this day because they only printed so many copies of the book.
Oh, Oh, wow.
And a lot of people don't realize it's an old 70s comic book. But they got Muhammad Ali, on the cover, and he's about to throw a punch at Superman. And and it's just people don't realize, it took you different places. It made you feel good to know that, we can hang with Superman. We got some guys that's Superman too.
Oh, wow.
And comic books, we got to bring it back. So I'm good to see a brother starting his own comic line, and I'm supporting him. That's why I say, folks out there, give us a call. That's the beautiful thing about feedback. We go to the ends of the earth to get these guests. Where do you find these people? And now they gravitating to us. Because people are watching the show, and they calling people to friends that they know, and they say, hey, you need to be on that show. So it's the holiday season, Miss Broughton, and a lot going on out here, and we pushing the various entrepreneurs out here in the city. Yeah, Sister Wanda Curdez with She's Home Soap Teak. We got to have a little get together over there at the spot for the lotions and the soaps and things.
Was nice.
Now, I know you said you hang on to your mango.
Oh, yes. They call it body butter.
Yes.
And it goes on so smooth. Oh, yes.
Folks, I'm telling you, we just love to guess when they come.
And it has the most pleasant fragrance. It is not loud or overbearing, and it just I don't know, it just soothes the skin, and you really enjoy putting it on.
Hey, really do. And I got the man butter. I forgot what it was called, but I ain't had a chance to open it. And I sent some of the soaps down to my son in Virginia. And he ain't called me to tell me that he got them yet, but I know he received them out there, Marcel. But it's a good thing. It's the holiday spirit. I'm excited, Miss Broughton. What you been doing for this holiday spirit?
Well, we have sponsored a project called Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
Yes, indeed.
With Barton McFarland Neighborhood Association. And we have been installing Ring doorbells for those who live within the Barton McFarland district. And we have been painting the address on the Corville container. What else? We had lawn lamps, solar lawn lamps.
Yeah, nice.
We have what you call dormant grass seeding. And this is the time of year that you put grass seed down. That's why it's called dormant. It works its way into the soil. And when the snow melts and the April showers come, the seeds begin to spread out and strengthen the lawn that you have. We also are edging the lawns. It's, a man gets a haircut, then he gets a line. What do you call it? A line.
The line,
right. Yeah. Finish it off. That's what the edging is for. And did I leave anything out?
Well, you said you'd also be spray painting the curb with the address.
Oh yes, but most of the residents want their Corville container
instead.
Gotcha. And we have also for those who want, they can become members of Barton McFarland,
and it's free.
And that would be free. Yeah, all of this has been provided free of charge.
Indeed.
And the membership is for a year, which is from January of 2023 to December 31st of 2023. Of course, a membership is only $15 to Barton McFarland.
Now, I know I didn't pass these flyers out to about 30 people that I know. And folks, you got to get on the ball because December 31st is the deadline. And the boundaries are Roseline to Hubble and Tireman to Plymouth. Tireman to Plymouth north to south, and Roseline to Hubble is east to west. So, folks, if you get one of these, or if you're not aware, we're telling you right now, get on it. Now, let me give you the contact number. Got it right here. If you're interested in getting, just say, look, I heard it on feedback, And I'm interested in one of them solar lamps. What do I need to do? I want a membership. I want to get involved with the Barton McFarland Association, Block Club, because I care. Contact 248-469-8585. Okay, get that pen. That's why we always tell you have them pens ready and a pad, because we're going to get some information on feedback. And, of course, it's sponsored by Hood Research. Even though it's Barton McFarland, Hood Research is also a part of Barton McFarland. And that's a beautiful thing. Or you can call 1-833-232-7202. Once again, the numbers are either 248-469-8585. Somebody answer, tell them, look, I'm interested in the Community Improvement Project, and they'll take it from there. Or you could dial 833-232-7202 and tell them you want to be a part of something. And I'm putting mine out. I want people to become a member of Hood Research as well. Only $20 for the year. It's a good thing to do. Yeah. So folks out there, you got to the 31st, get on it and get you a nice gift, because I'm getting one of them solar lamps. I want one of those. That sounds like something you need to have in front of your house and keep it lit up, because it gets dark out there.
Yeah. Yes, it
and I'm telling you, being a member of Hood Research is a beautiful thing. I just thank Miss Theo Broughton and Reggie Crawford for starting this organization over 30 years ago, and been doing great work for a long time. And people starting to realize that without the work of a lot of these nonprofits out here, people wouldn't know what's going on.
Yeah, but that's the truth. That's the truth. And then you need to know that if you want to call Hood Research, the telephone number is area code 248-234-2371. That's area code 248-234-2371. And leave a message, and we'll return the call.
Indeed. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We also have on Saturday, we started this 2.5 years ago when the pandemic hit the world around here, and we had people calling us saying that they were just getting so depressed because the businesses were shutting down, the venues for entertainment were shutting down, and I think, well, what do we do? We're sad and all that. So we talked about it, and we said, well, since it is not safe to meet in person at this time, we can start a conversation on the phone.
Right.
Everybody's safe that way, So we got our conference line set up, and we started meeting every Saturday. And now we meet every Saturday from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and we have guests come on, like Jonathan Hobb could come on, and we'll come on and talk about his products again with us, through that particular venue.
And it's people that call from not all over the country, but all over the world sometimes. You got all kind of people in there checking in.
Right.
What's the brother, Big Mike? Was it from New Jersey?
Right.
Yeah, he checks in a lot. And,
he does.
We had Bill here, the brother I told you, going to be opening up for Frankie Beverly and for the Isley Brothers. He called in and did some comedy, talked some stuff.
Right.
We had a lot of fun with him. And
we've had a gentleman to call from South Africa.
See?
We had a lady who called from Great Britain. And just like you said, all over the world.
Hey, it's a beautiful thing. And they spirited conversations, because people call in. You put yourself on hold, but you can hear what's going on. And then if you want to jump in, you get off mute. Like, I got something to say. You get involved, because I'm telling you, it used to be 2 to 6, folks. And 4 hours just, Miss Bro, like, good grief, these people will talk to you. It goes past 6. They want to talk more. And so she had to cut it down to 3 to 6. Like, I'm telling you, but so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the number for anyone who's interested, see, they still got their pen and paper handy, is area code 978-990-5000. And it rings one time. and then you put in the access code, which is 338729. Press the pound key. Some people call it a tic-tac-toe sign. Some people call it a hashtag. Whatever you call it, press it. But again, the number for the conference call every Saturday is area code 978 990 5000. Rings one time. Access code is 338 729.
All right.
Press the pound key. Now, there is one slight difference. This coming weekend is going to be Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And people will be, handling the preparations that they involve themselves in. And then the following Saturday will be New Year's Eve. And they'll be, involved in whatever preparations for New Year's.
Right.
So those 2 days we won't be on because of the holiday, and the holy day. So,
which will leave a lot for everybody to talk about when the new year roll in.
Well, that's true. That's true.
To catch up on, folks, and
no
resolutions going on, and everybody what's a good resolution? What's your New Year? You got a New Year's resolution, Miss B?
Wow. Well, my resolution is to continue being supportive and encouraging, and doing all that I can to cause the community that surrounds me to be as positive as possible.
Okay.
I talked to Bob Law, and he was saying that return to righteousness, that's what people need to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that respect should be part of the foundation of a person's life and family. Respect.
And we got some of those respect yourself shirts. You got to bring a few down and give them to the guests. Take care of them, because folks out there, you got to respect yourself. We got to get past all this foolishness they feeding us as culture and all the rest of this stuff that they claim it is uniquely black. Like, come on, we all about love, and that's what it's all about.
Somebody I heard say that he's a entrepreneur, a business person, and some store has set aside a section which is presenting black products.
Okay.
And I thought that was good. I don't remember what store he said, but in one of the grocery stores, they have been very receptive to black entrepreneurs for their products. Have no problem presenting them. That's a good thing.
Now the line's lighting up. You didn't tapped into somebody out there. Now they all lit up. They bouncing all over. Somebody want this comic book.
Okay, let's
see what we got here. Good morning. You on Feedback with Miss Theo Bro, Mark Cummings. Who are we speaking with this morning?
Good morning to Theo and Mark. This is Tawana.
Hi, happy Monday to you.
You got somebody you ready to give this comic book to?
You gotta break it up. What was it that you said?
No, I would say what we did was we said the first caller today. We had a guest on earlier today, Brother Jonathan Hop. He got his own line of comic books called The Journey to the Middle Kingdom. And you the first caller.
Oh.
Do you read comic books?
All right, thank you.
So you get a copy of the book, give it to a young person, or keep it for yourself.
Sounds great to me.
Right. What's going on in your world?
I'm calling in support of the mental health family. We need to create a better line of understanding, especially through businesses and neighboring issues. We don't know what a person might be going through, but their actions will give a hint to what they're going through. And it's a fast-paced world today. We need to slow down and reach out in a kind gesture, not overbearing, just a kind gesture. I notice that when I go to the gas station, I'm 67. I go to the gas station, and I notice a young man with the pants kind of hanging down. But in the same token, that young man will open the door for me to go into the gas station. That's a kind gesture, and it means a lot to me. You know, and just saying thank you. We need to be able to say thank you a little bit more. And on the other end, on the person with the disability, they need to learn how to reach back. And I think that communication and that circle will make us a better person and maybe a better world.
Indeed.
Yeah. That does make a difference. It really does. Because, you know, you hear so much about our people being afraid and they don't want to walk past a couple of young folk who are standing there on the corner or in the park or wherever having conversation. And we do need to work towards eliminating the fear of each other. I agree with you.
Indeed. Well, I'm telling you, 200, I'm glad you called in because I'm telling you, the show just going to be big. We about to have on the guests with the sweets, the vegan sweets, folks. It's time to eat healthy, but then enjoy the good stuff. I'm telling you, Sweet Sensations, Dr. Rolanda Anderson is coming on next. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited, Miss Broden. It's hot today, and I'm telling you, we're gonna have these cakes up here and everybody, cookies and things. And I know sister called me last week, and she just made some cookie donation over there to Queen Shoe in Avalon Village.
Oh, nice.
And I'm telling you, that's what it's about. Us all hooking up with each other.
That's right.
And showing the love. That's what the holiday season is about.
Right.
And you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm not a vegan eater, but I'm curious about how it tastes.
Oh, man,
when you say vegan, they kind of, and you've been a meat eater a long time, it make you kind of think. But I'm going to hang up and I'm going to listen to see it, and I'm probably going to try it.
Indeed. And we're going to get at you.
Hear about it.
So that's yours. You're the winner. And I'm just happy.
Thank you.
Make sure you get that book in your hand. Love you, Tawana.
And happy holidays to everybody.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Indeed. It's a beautiful thing, Miss Broden. And, you know, they...
We got another caller?
No, they went off the line. But it's all love. That's the whole thing. Because once they see all these cakes and goodies and cookies... And,
they'll be calling back
they're going to be excited. So, Tim, you might want to take us to the break right now because we got to set it up. Beautiful thing. Folks, Miss Broden, take us there.
Well, call someone and tell them to tune in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research, and we'll be back momentarily.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
Everybody settle, Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime! It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warmer.
Wally Warmer here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chin and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the...
Jim!
That's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Mattered. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
All media platforms are engaged. Copy. Get ready to launch your show or product. Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that. Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition. 3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV.
WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
And take us along with you. We are back, and I certainly hope that you call someone to tell them to tune in as well. Because as you know, we always have feast or famine around here. And today, as you can see in front of you, there's definitely a feast going on.
Indeed.
Mark?
Ah, beautiful. I had to get a little coffee there. Folks, we got everything here. And let me correct myself. Because, we all love sweet potatoes. The name of the company is Sweet Potato Delights. I might have said something else. But I'm telling you, we got Dr. Rolanda Anderson, proprietor of Sweet Potato Delights with us. I'm excited. She's also a member of the Detroit Food Co-op, as well as a member of Hood Research. So she's just doing it all today. We got all this beautiful food out here. Dr. Rolanda Anderson, speak to the listeners out there. What is Sweet Potato Delights? I know it's vegan goodies. Talk to them.
Oh, wonderful. Thanks for having me. Sweet Potato Delights is a 100% veteran-owned enterprise manufacturing vegan sweet potato-based baked goods and grab-and-go items. In the pandemic, it had a shifting, so we manufacture primarily for restaurants now. You can find the cheesecake at Trap Vegan on the Avenue of Fashion, the Kitchen by Q on Woodward, and Detroit Pepper Company. We have some of the sweet potato pepper cookies that we created for that location. And in this season, cookies are always wonderful for the holidays. And so this is our third year doing our weekly cookie drops. And so last week we did a cookie drop for the Homework House in the Avalon Village.
Yeah, Sister Queen Shoe.
Yes, Mama Shoe over there doing amazing things. And to an organization called Veg Michigan. Yeah.
Veg Michigan.
Now, tell us about those two restaurants you said there's one on the Woodward. The name and where is it? Woodward and what? Where they could get your product?
Just below the boulevard.
South of
the Kitchen by Q.
Kitchen by Q.
Yes, the Kitchen by Q. And she likes to say that it is a place where meat eaters and non-meat eaters can enjoy good food. Because at the end of the day, you just really want the food to taste good. As a nutritionist, I want you to eat healthy. So we're able to marry those two by providing really good food, mostly plant-based, but if it's meat, it's going to be good quality and it's going to be cooked well.
Okay. Woodward Avenue, just south of West Grand Boulevard. And there was a second restaurant you said?
Trap Vegan. Trap Vegan is
Vegan?
on the Avenue of Fashion.
Okay.
On Livernois.
Yep, on Livernois.
Okay,
Yep.
Trap Vegan.
Yep. That's
okay,
a really
and
great
there was a
restaurant.
third place?
Detroit Pepper Company. They're on the east side, on East Warren, just east of Cadieux.
Okay. East Warren.
And then you can also find us at Umburger Grill on Michigan Avenue in Dearborn.
Wow.
Where's Umburger Grill?
The
Michigan
where is
near,
that at?
Yeah, what?
I don't have the address memorized, but it's near the Westbourne Market.
Okay.
It's not too far from the Westbourne
That's
Market.
not far from Outer Drive.
Yeah.
But we would just want to make sure that people know where they can purchase the product. That's why, wanted to expand. Now, tell us about these goodies on the table. And what is a drop? A drop what?
So it's a cookie drop.
A cookie drop.
3 years ago, I had the good fortune of being brought into a project with the North Rosedale Park Community Center, and they had received a grant to support just bringing some good food to local area, pantry houses and what have you.
I see.
And I donated cookies. Well, when I dropped off the cookies, then within a couple of days, the response that I got was they just loved the cookies. And I was like, this is just such a feel good because they enjoyed the cookies. They didn't care that they were vegan. They just enjoyed the cookies, and it was such a wonderful addition to their menu. So I said, I need to do this every year. I need to do this every year. And so again, this is our third year. Doing cookie drops, and we like to do it to nonprofit organizations that service either young people, veterans, or seniors. Okay? And so what we have, this is a large box. You have 3 different cookies in this box, and that's a small box, and you have 2 different cookies in that box.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Now, when do we get to
now, what is this cookie here?
We got to have
so
a taste
that is,
drop.
that is hot out of the oven this morning. That is the almond berry cookie.
Almond berry cookie. Hold on, Miss Bro. We're going to set you up so you can take a bite of this
almond
berry piece. It'll be delicious. Yes, indeed. There you go.
Wow.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
all of these are just wonderful matches for your coffee. If you're a coffee lover like my husband,
yes.
or a tea lover like me,
Or
chai
if you,
teas.
or
I love
if
chai
you
teas.
drink oat milk or
oat
almond milk.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
This is beautiful today.
Yes.
We got the Trail Mix Cookie 2-pack.
Yes.
Trail.
That's
now,
our signature cookie. The Trail Mix cookie and the sweet potato cheesecake are our signature cookies.
and it's shaped like a heart.
Yes.
I love it, folks.
Because it's about a love. You know, when you see that heart, you think of love. And when we launched that cookie, it was the year that we launched it a few years ago. It was Valentine's Day.
Now, vegan. When you say vegan, what does that mean?
It just means ingredients that don't come from animals.
Okay, because I
You
know
know, so-
somebody said that means no eggs.
That means no eggs.
Okay.
It means no eggs. It means no butter. It means no cow's milk. It means quality oil, like no vegetable oil. It means, nothing white, no white sugars, no white flours. So that is almond flour. We use almond flour. And so, like, if somebody is gluten-free, if they need gluten-free, that would be a cookie that they would be able to eat.
And always brown sugar, I take it.
No brown sugar.
No brown sugar?
So we either use maple syrup, coconut sugar, or cane sugar,
I've
organic
never heard of
cane
coconut
sugar.
sugar.
It is very sweet.
Oh,
It's very sweet.
I'm going to take a bite of this
I
here.
heard about coconut sugar.
Trail Mix sugar.
Now,
It's like a cake almost.
you can, this is delicious, but purchasing something like coconut sugar, when you have to go to a health food store?
You can find it at Myers.
Really?
Yes, you can. A lot of these stores, the big box stores, have come a long way to incorporating plant-based and sweeteners that are not the traditional sweeteners, right? Because in the pandemic, one of the things that did happen, it raised people's awareness about the connection between their food and their health status. And so people have been shifting, and the grocery stores have been shifting to support that. Yeah. So prices have come down. There was a time when you say vegan or plant-based or healthy, like, oh, it costs so much. It's an arm and a leg. Well, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Because oftentimes, like with the coconut sugar, it is very sweet. So you're going to be using less
of it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, what are the price points we see here? You got cookies, we got cake.
So the cookies, like the 2-pack, excuse me, 2-pack is like a $5 thing.
Oh, my goodness. Nice. I'm going to just pick up these on
The lemon cookies and the pepper cookies, $7-8. Those are the lemon cookies. It's a 6-pack.
When you say pepper, does that mean like cayenne pepper or some other kind of pepper?
No,
What does
it's
that mean?
red and yellow peppers. Red and yellow peppers are actually very sweet.
Really?
Like bell peppers. They come in green, yellow, red, those kind. Oh, okay.
That's beautiful. Now, I know folks down here last year, well, it was this year actually, for Timothy Smith's birthday, our engineer, Timmy Tim, we got him this one, the cranberry sweet potato cake. And of course, he loved it. Now, sweet potatoes in the name, in your business name, Sweet Potato Delights. Do a lot of the products have sweet potato?
95% of what we do has sweet potato in it.
Okay, all right, okay. And folks, I'm telling you, this is beautiful. Now, you said they could get, if they call in today, oh, look at that, somebody calling in already. They saw all this goodies. Let's see who we got here. Boy, I'm telling you, this is exciting because it's a fun thing. They see all these cookies and cakes, and they're just delicious and very filling, I'm telling you.
If they
folks.
heard her say blueberries, that's Sylvia on the line.
Okay, that got her. Let's see.
see who that is.
You on the air with Dr. Valanda Anderson, Sweet Potato Delights, Miss Theo Bromart Cummings. Who we speaking with?
Lasso, Flago, Silverado.
That's our poet in residence, Sister Sylvia.
Hey, I'm on the road. I'm on my way, and I want some cookies and sweet potatoes today.
We're gonna have something with blueberries in it.
So
Ooh,
that's a
blueberry
triple
jam.
berry that has blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries in it.
Oh,
You know,
my
we know
goodness,
berries are
blueberries.
really good. I'm sorry.
I'm on my way, y'all.
Come on in, come on through. They coming down to the studio for this one.
So yeah, we brought the so that once I knew I was coming on, I said, well, I can do my cookie drop with your audience. And so we want 2 organizations, nonprofit ideally, and that either service young people, veterans. I am a veteran. My husband is a veteran as well, retired veteran, and or seniors. So 2 organizations will be.
Well, you know, if we got one for sure. Sister Kim Clark with the DeMarco Project. We had her on back in September. She's got an organization that deals directly with veterans.
Oh, wonderful.
And we got to put y'all 2 together because you are already a veteran. And it's a perfect thing. So, Sister Kim Clark, I know you're out there thinking about us. If you ain't even watching, you're thinking about us. We're going to make sure that one of these cookie drops go to you. Because the sister mentioned the veterans, and you do great work for the veterans, and it's a beautiful thing. And, of course, Selena Johnson with the Golf Academy.
For the young people.
Yes.
Awesome.
And we definitely go holler at her because we trying to put everybody together. That's what Hood Research about, growing all these organizations and people doing good work. And, man, it's
Selena
a beautiful
Johnson
thing.
teaching children as young as 4 years old how to play golf.
That's awesome.
And she also assists young people in getting scholarships to college. She's been doing this for 40 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Selena Johnson.
Yes.
She's a former president of the Thursday Luncheon Group.
Oh, yeah, with Mr. Gerald Davis. Yes, I'm a member
he's
of the
current-
Thursday Luncheon Group as well.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah,
See?
he's a current
I'm like
president.
all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a member of
And that's
it.
what it's all about. So we got a lot of offers. Folks, it's the holidays. Get gifts that people going to enjoy. And this is what it's all about. Everything is reasonably priced and is made with love. That's what's important. Now, I know you said right now you're doing things from a different perspective, from the home. How can they get in touch with you to order this stuff? Is it an online website?
So our website, we're on social media everywhere on social media at Sweet Potato Delights. The website is sweetpotatodelights.com or sweetpotatodelights.org will take you to the same space.
I see some books there. Not only are we a great cook, and we are author.
So the first book, Pass the Sweet Potatoes, Please. This came out of my doctoral process. And this is where the sweet potato cheesecake. So when I would do book signings, I would have samples of the sweet potato cheesecake. And people would say, well, can I order that? And I'd be like, well, it's on page 60 of the book. And they kind of look at me like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to cook it, but I will order it.
Right.
The second book,
excuse me there, Miss Bro.
Beyond Candy Yams and Sweet Potato Pie, a little bit more educational. It's about just becoming more plant-based. So it has, information on sweeteners. It has information on alternatives in terms of meat. So like mushrooms and. Excuse me. And then
one for the kids.
This is actually Amaya. She's much younger than my niece. Amaya's ABCs to Good Nutrition. So it's a coloring book. So for every letter of the alphabet, there is vegetables and there is fruit. There's a puzzle in there, and then in the back, in case they don't know what color, there's a color index. So that they can be supported in choosing the right crayon.
And they
or
got
whatever.
the chart of the various vegetables and fruits.
So if it was collard greens or kale, they know it's green. If they weren't sure, then that would let them know what color. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking.
That is so neat.
I'm looking at your doctoral cookbook, folks. It's the holidays. Curry ham sweet potato salad. I opened up right to this. Now this sounds like something delicious. Tell us about the curry ham sweet potato salad.
So all of those are designed to be easy recipes for you to incorporate sweet potato. Excuse me.
That's all right. And folks, I'm telling you, it's got a lot of good stuff in pineapple chunks, diced cooked ham, the minced onion, 1 bell pepper, curry powder, paprika, a little bit of reduced fat mayonnaise, and a 1/2 cup of slivered almonds toasted. Now, see, that's the type of salad people don't think about.
Exactly. And all of those ingredients have nutritional benefits. So you are getting in this wonderful array of nutrients that help support your body. We know, particularly in the season that we're in, the winter season, where there's colds and flu, we've learned things about our body around immune system because of the pandemic. And so wherever you can put in nutrients that help boost your immune system constantly, then that's what you want to do. And we can do that with our food. We can do it with our food. Supplements may be required, but you work that out with your nutritionist and your doctor if you need additional. But our food is where is the go-to. Our food and water is the go-to.
You got them going out there, Dr. Anderson. There's another call that popped in. They probably wondering about that curry ham, sweet potato salad. There we go. Good morning. You're on Feedback with Dr. Valanda Anderson, Sweet Potato Delights. And
does he have a paper towel?
Here we go. Thank you. There we go there. Yeah, okay. And yes, indeed, Theo Broughton. Who we speaking with? Who we got on the line there?
Good morning. This is Janice Waters. How are you? How are all of you?
Hey, Janice, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So glad to hear everyone this morning.
Yes, indeed. The Obama weekend, folks. This is Janice Waters. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
But I'm loving hearing about these new sweet potatoes. I got to get.
All right.
I'm going to have to learn a little more about this.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Yeah, she's one of the winners. We have a conference called every Saturday. From 3 p.m. to 6. And this past Saturday we had a contest. And she won a gift certificate.
So you hide your winning things and you're ready to get some of these goodies going on. And so do you see anything? Are you watching us on TV? How you viewing us?
No, I'm actually just listening in this morning.
Okay.
Kind of getting used to the different avenues of watching and listening, and I just get so excited hearing about all the new things that's going on in the city, and it's just good to learn. I started listening in, and now I'm winning things. I'm really excited. It pays to learn.
All right. Well, what's going on in your world?
Well, Obama weekend, I'm working with Mr. James Ford, and right now we're looking at forming a committee to give the Detroit Board of Police commissioners our suggestions and solutions to the people that are running red lights and drag racing in the city. So we have a wonderful city and we want to keep it safe. I actually, my daughter just last week had to, she was at a gas station and witnessed someone running a red light, and it was both parties were hurt, and she had to go and assist one of the drivers, and then actually had to hold them down to keep them calm because they were hurt, and then had to watch them use the jaws of life to get a child out of the other car. So it is a bad situation, and if there are people that like to join a committee to come up with solutions or ideas to present to the Board of Commissioners. They could contact Mr. James Ford at 586-918-3061. And they can speak for 2 minutes and give their thoughts and ideas and support for city safety.
All right. Now, what day and time and location again is that?
I'll give you more right now there. It's on every Thursday.
Okay.
But during the holiday, they were talking about what days they would be off. So, but Mr. Ford has that information updated. So if they call that number.
Oh, okay. Area
and
code?
That's 586.
918-3061.
Bingo.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
well,
you
And
so
that
much.
way he will
update them.
give them an updated date and time. I think
Okay.
it's 2:00.
Okay.
Very
All
good.
right.
Well, we want you to call in and holler at Sister Rolanda. How can she get in touch with you to get some of these goodies?
Okay, so we can visit the website. There's a link for you to, place an order. You can email info@sweetpotatodelights.com, or you can call 313-354-1788. That's 313-354-1788.
All right. And that's
Okay.
what it's about.
Well, thank
Get
you.
some goodies.
And thank
That's
you
what
so-
it get people to stop running these red lights. They eat better.
Right. Yeah, thank you so much for calling us today and sharing.
Thank you so much. I love your show, and you're really helping the city.
Well, we are doing everything that we can to make things better and safer and
We
more
all
respectful
are.
around here.
Obama
Absolutely.
weekend, all of us are doing good things. Sister Rolanda Adams out here donating all these
appreciate that.
charities and doing all this work. It take a lot to get all this food cooked and prepared for everybody.
Right.
All
right.
It's about
Yes.
love. For folks out
Thank you
there.
so much.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
indeed.
About happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you all.
Okay.
You can always see her smile through the phone. I love Jackie. Indeed. Now we're going to get back to this because we ain't got but 8 more minutes left.
Oh
here.
my goodness.
We-
Do you use do you use pumpkin in any of your recipes?
So pumpkin is something that we cook with seasonally. That's one of
Okay.
the seasonal things. and
seasonal,
that's-
okay.
Yeah, that's
Got
usually
you.
like October, November time
right.
frame.
I'm going to just do a few more. I'm gonna,
What how much?
It's too good, folks. I'm telling you. Sweet and sour slaw with sweet potato.
Oh yeah, and so when I did the book, most of those recipes came out of, like I said, the doctoral process. My research was really focused around fiber, because at that time fiber was like really big in the media, and people were trying to get more fiber in and weren't doing it the right way.
Right.
And we know that Americans have a love affair with potatoes, and so my hypothesis was that I could teach them how to do the potato, do it better, more healthier, tasty, of course, and get the fiber in. Well, along the journey, we came upon the question of the issue for diabetics. So we don't want diabetics eating a lot of white potatoes. So it's like, what potato is going to be the best potato that will answer the question of fiber, lots of nutrients, and that's tasty? And it turned out to be the sweet potato. Yeah.
Now, sweet potatoes come from Africa, right?
Sweet potatoes, yes. There's some conversation in this book about that journey of how it landed in the U.S. But you will not find a yam. A yam is not a sweet potato, so that's a whole nother lesson to learn.
Well,
But
they
if
taste,
you
they
go
taste
to-
similar, but go ahead.
Actually, a yam, you're not going to make anything sweet out of a yam. A real yam, and the one place that I do know that you can find it is at the International Market in Ferndale on 9 Mile. Yes. It's really starchy. The meat is more like a Idaho potato or whatever, but you won't be making anything sweet out of a real yam.
Okay,
right.
And they're two separate, but what do they call botanical families?
But the sweet potato is a superfood because it has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. So I do a workshop called Ace Up Your Immune System because all of those nutrients are cancer-fighting nutrients. Yeah.
Now, where do you do the workshop?
Excuse me. The next ones we're looking to schedule out for January, which we haven't fleshed out those
I thought
dates.
it might be online or something.
Not yet, but yeah, we will be definitely incorporating online in the scheduling.
I want to hear about the coloring book before we end. What is the cost for the coloring book?
So we are
Where can we
actually
find
in the coloring book is. The second edition is being worked on now.
Okay.
So it will be a little bit more expanded. It'll have a little bit more activities. But it's really just about introducing children to the fun and joy of eating fruits and vegetables.
That's what I like
and it's
about
a good
that.
tool for teachers.
Teaching, absolutely.
Well, we never have enough time. I wish
I know.
we got you in at that 9:30 because we needed an hour.
Yes.
But beyond candy yams and sweet potato pie, I'm telling you, most people just when they think of sweet potato, think of sweet potato pie. But you have taken it to the next level here.
Yes. And they can find those books on Amazon too.
Okay, good.
All three of them.
You can find all three on Amazon. They got that one, and then we got this one here. I was getting all the recipes from. That's pass the sweet potatoes, please.
Yeah.
Everybody says that during the holidays for sure.
Yes.
And then Amaya's Good Nutrition ABCs. All on Amazon.
Yes.
Beautiful thing. And we're going to get these out to the nonprofits, Ms. Broughton. What do you want to say to the listener before we go?
I just want to say if you just include one more sweet potato in your diet a week, you will feel good. You will be supporting your immune system, which we know is so very important. And there is more to sweet potatoes than sweet potato pie and candy yams.
All right. Hear that number one more time and the website address and the Facebook.
Website on all social media, Sweet Potato Delights. Website is sweetpotatodelights.com or .org. Excuse me. Email is info@sweetpotatodelights.com. And the phone number 313-354-1788.
Indeed, it's been a beautiful show, Miss Broughton. Feedback. We got the food, we got the goodies, and we got the love.
Do you have the calendar?
Oh, we ain't got time.
Oh man.
Tell me, where's your birthday real quick?
April 20th.
Oh, 2 days after
420.
mine.
I know Tim over there looking like, man, what are you doing? But we're going to do this real fast. Luckily, I opened right up to
All right. Sweet potato cheesecake.
Sweet potato cheesecake. Oh, yeah, we had that last time. It was delicious. Sammy Davis Jr. is your birthday.
Oh.
And Lionel Hampton, born in Louisville, 1909. And Luther Vandross, the Grammy Award winner. So, beautiful. She really, birthday, a beautiful day. Sweet potato delights. Call her.
All
Get some goodies for the holidays. Ms. Broughton, take us home.
Absolutely.
Well, we want to thank you so much for being here with us today to help us with our feast. This has been fantastic. For those of you who have tuned in today, know that we will be back next Monday at 9 a.m. And if you want to get in touch with Hood Research, you can call us at area code 248-234-2371. Area code 248-234-2371. We're on Twitter and Facebook. So if you can't remember or didn't write down the number, Google us. Just tell Google take you to Hood Research. As I always say, it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And look at all the goodies we have found. Ooh. See you soon. Peace.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda.
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback, feedback, feedback.